Blockbuster news out of America's election headquarters. Donald Trump just reaching the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican nomination for president. The Associated Press reports that enough unbound delegates have thrown their support behind Mr. Trump to put him over the top and avoid a contested convention of any kind. Trump is set to speak with reporters any minute now, ahead of a speech on energy policy in North Dakota. From there, Trump heads to Montana. And that's where chief political correspondent Carl Cameron is right now, live in Billings. Carl.
Hi, John. It was said by his 16 rivals that Donald Trump could not clinch the necessary 1,237 delegates prior to the convention in Cleveland coming up in July. And now he has done it. He has got 1,200 delegates that he earned in caucuses and primaries across the country. And according to the Associated Press, which has been doing a very, very rigorous canvassing of the 150 some odd unbound delegates in the Republican Party, 60 of them have said to the AP that they are committed to stay Trump delegates, not just on the first convention vote, but even if it were to have taken others. That puts him well past the 1,237, and thus we can now say he has, quote, clinched the nomination. It's not official. Those unbound delegates could change their minds. But if they do stay to their commitment, then Trump will win the nomination on the first ballot, and by acclamation, the convention, if history proves, will then give it to him in a unanimous vote. With that said, Trump's going to hold a news conference today in Bismarck, where he's about to address a petroleum organization to outline his energy policy, which really is, as John McCain said back in 2008 and George Bush did in the 2000s, an all-of-the-above policy. Whether it's fossil fuels and or renewables, Trump says he's for them, and he wants to make sure that we don't have to be reliant in any way on foreign oil, specifically when it comes to folks like the Saudi Arabians. With that said, Trump last night and today is expected in his news conference coming up to address the comments from the president overnight at the G7 economic summit of the world's leading industrial and economic nations. There, President Obama criticized Trump and suggested that a lot of foreign leaders are, quote, rattled by him. Where the Trump campaign is concerned, he's happy to rattle domestic and foreign leaders. That's part of what his campaign is about, and yet the president seemed to think that that was some sort of a criticism. And last night, another sort of a out-of-left-field move. Donald Trump was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and he said he would be willing to debate, something that he wasn't willing to do towards the end of the debate season. He would be willing to debate Bernie Sanders. Listen to this.
Yes, I am. How much is he going to pay me?
You would do it for a price? What was the price?
Because if I debated him, we would have such high ratings, and I think I should take that money and give it to some worthy charity. Okay?
So if it was done for charity, you would agree to do that?
If he paid a nice sum for the charity, I would love to do that.
Oh, interesting. What if the network put up the money and then you guys came in?
That could happen also.
Trump was refusing invitations to debate in the Republican Party from John Kasich and Ted Cruz for the last few weeks of their campaigns. Whether or not he's going to get on the debate stage with Bernie Sanders, probably highly unlikely. Both of them planning their conventions, and in the case of Bernie Sanders, he can use it as a weapon to say that Hillary Clinton's too chicken to debate him. Hillary Clinton declined a debate that would have been hosted by Fox News earlier this week. John?
Carl Cameron reporting live. Carl, thank you.